Okay, it's probably going to be the last video I ever make on YouTube. And what I'm talking about is my personal experiences, premonitions I saw of the future in 2012. Whether they're premonitions or not, who knows, the possibility they could be, I don't know. Either way, I'm just going to get into it. The first premonition I saw, one of the first premonitions I saw what looked like fence enclosure camps out in the middle of a desert somewhere. I saw what looked like to be a child, or a 12-year-old girl with blonde hair, but not really yellowish blonde, or on the whitish side, someone I guess. It was this other guy, and he had bald hair, and he looked like about 25 or 27 years old. And he was really stocky. And they were in a fence enclosure camp, and they were young. Yes, let us out, let us out, let us out. And then after that, there was U.S. Army was on the borders patrolling it. I saw something else. I saw what looked like tsunamis, half as tall as skyscrapers, insinuating the coastlines. And why I say it's half as tall as skyscrapers is because you could see the big cities with the skyscrapers, and it looked like the water was about half as tall as the damn skyscraper when it came in. And this vision was given to me by the red-haired being. And after I had these visions, the red-haired being said it was a future war that would happen 5 years from now. Now, that was in 2012. So that means that war would have had to begin in 2017. But as such, no one's seen any such thing as that happen yet. Whether there is a war that began in 2017 that we don't know anything about, or it's the possibility that the war could have already begun, and it's just not as apparent to people right now. Who knows? I saw something else. I saw my house, which could possibly be a hurricane. Who knows? Could possibly be a hurricane. And that it was in the eye of the storm. But I saw my house, and it was clear as blue as daylight outside. And I saw my house, and I saw the street outside. And the water was coming up, it just seemed like water was there. And it looked like it was about feet deep. Then it got ankle deep. Then it got knee deep. And the visions kept on, the way the visions kept, it's like you see one vision, then you see another vision, and you see another vision. It's not like it was one continuous vision that you saw here. And then after that, it got up to the it was up to the mailbox. It was just all water. And then finally the water raised up to this area. And then finally you could only see the roof on top of the house. And then finally it covered the house and it was all gone. But the real reason why I made this video is because of what the vision in 2012 I had, at the end of 2012, that I had also of the year 2021. And what I saw what looked like a grayish-white background, and on top of that, and on that background was the numbers, and I saw the numbers as a vision. 2021. 2021. I saw the vision. 2021. And then the vision faded away from me. And I saw myself hovering over the earth. And black pillars of smoke were rising up from the ground. Now that's one of the visions I saw. Now, I don't know if this is a future war of some sort. Could be connected to the year 2017. I really don't know. Could be connected to the year 2017. And then after that, also I heard at that time, I heard something about a naval disaster ensuing and a naval battle involving Great Britain. And then I heard what sounded like a cross between Walter Cronkite and the New Yorker. I'm calling up a large contingency of ground forces, naval forces, and the reinstitution of the draft in order to conduct this war. And that was in 2012. I had the vision in 2012, and it was 2021. And the next vision was 2021. Then I had another vision too, by the red-haired being. And I'm standing over. I hear the year 2015. And what 2015 has connected to this, I don't know. 2015. And then after that, I hear the number again, 2036, and then I see what looks like a mountain on fire falling out of the sky. I mean, it was huge, and I'm thinking, oh, well, I already know that. That's basically Apophis. I already knew about that. Didn't they say they recalculated or something? I don't know, but I heard Apophis is about 1,000 feet. Buddy, this thing was not 1,000 feet. This thing was as big as a fucking mountain. It looked like a mountain on fire falling out of the sky. 2036. Now, basically, the red-haired being turns into an Native American Indian man, and then after that, he says, get to the middle of Canada. So I guess if this happens, whether it happens or not, I don't know, Canada is going to be the safest place. But the visions just don't stop there. I had other visions. What looked like to be a future jet flying over Mars. It was white and a future jet, and it looked like the Concorde. I mean, it had a curved-in nose like the Concorde, and it looked like it was flying over Mars. And you could see the things on the bottom. You could see like things on the bottom, you know. You could see like domes, like greenhouses or something on the bottom, you know, holding in plants. You could see it on the very bottom, and you could see red, you know, like red sand or something. And there was a woman, she had no oxygen mask on. And she had blonde hair. And she had no oxygen mask on. Like she wasn't wearing an oxygen mask like, you know, the people who wear jets. She had none. She just had some kind of helmet visor on, but no mask. And she had blonde hair, and she was talking to and there was other people flying with her, and she was talking to them. And I saw something else. I saw something else. And I heard the numbers 2,141 or 2,140 something. I don't know. So it could also possibly be 2,241. I'm not sure. I can't tell. But then after that, I see what looks like a large, gigantic light, or looks like a comet to me. It's half as big as the sun. And it's out like this. It's shaped like this. And it's got a really, you know, thick tail here. And the tail is really small. And it goes out like that. And there's lightning striking all over the earth. You know, there's lightning striking all over the earth at the time this is happening. And you know, I always thought it was a comet. But when I heard about that there is a supernova out there that has exploded, it's a possibility there's a supernova out there that's already exploded and we don't even know about it. And then it might, we don't because we haven't seen the light from it yet, because the light hasn't traveled here enough. So we're basically seeing the light in the past. So, but it did sound a lot like that. When that person described how it would be seen in the future from our standpoint, if that thing exploded, that's exactly what I saw. So is it a possibility a supernova has already, gone off and it's going to be here soon? Who knows? 2,141. But a mountain on fire falling in the sky could be, I don't know. But it's a possibility you can get that. But if there is a world war in 2021, and I'm not saying that's a world war because I was basically just hovering over a certain part of the earth. I didn't see all the earth. So I don't know exactly. It could have just been someplace I was at, who knows? Or it could be world war. Basically, who knows? But if you have that, but we could use nukes to basically stop that, not shoot nukes off of it and blow it up in 1,000 pieces. But what we could do is we could use nukes. We could shoot those nukes off. Basically, we could shoot nukes off. It would be real easy to use nukes to do this. You could shoot nukes off, and as it gets, since it's a little bit out here, we can make a little explosion, not actually hit the asteroid, but make an explosion, and that can actually cause the asteroid to veer off. But, if there's a world war in 2021, there's no possible way to do that if we get hit by an asteroid in 2036. Also, I saw something else, too. I saw what looked like California. The middle of California was gone. And this is just a map. I didn't see actual California. I only saw a map in my mind of California. And what it showed is that this was all water right here, all the way up to Nevada. All the way up to Nevada. But right here was like this. It was really close. It was right here like that, all the way up to Nevada. And the only parts of California were the southern and northern very parts of California. The middle of California was gone. And it was nothing else but a bay of water. It was nothing else but a bay of water. And I saw another vision which doesn't have a clear. Some of these visions don't have a timeline on them. Like that vision didn't have a timeline. The Mars thing didn't have a timeline on it. The thing going around, my name never had a timeline on it. Whereas the other ones do have a timeline on it. 2012, 2017. What 2015 has to do with 2036, I don't know. But I had another vision, and this could be a future thing in. This could be a future thing. This could be when our civilization gets wiped out. This could be a civilization, who knows, maybe 5,000 or 8,000 or 7,000 years into the future that our civilization gets wiped out. Who knows? I don't know. What I saw looked like white dotted compounds. Let's just say, take a big football field and then build a structure on it that is like white. And nothing, and there was just green, lush environment all around. No roads led here, no roads led there, nothing. But it was, it was coming to an end. There was something moving through the sky that was basically so gigantic that it actually was causing the Earth just to split in two. I guess because the gravity was so great that one parts of the Earth just went off and another part went over here. The Earth just went split in two, and that was the end of it. And that was never given a timeline on that. I don't know what that was or when that's going to happen, or even if any of this is going to happen at all. I'm not really confident that any of it's going to happen, telling you the truth. But those were my visions that I had. And you know, before this coronavirus happened, I had another vision. I had a vision. And I saw basically myself in bed with a bunch of other people. And there was a gigantic, like, facility where people were just lined up in bed. I don't know if this has anything to do with coronavirus, but that's what I saw. And they were all just sitting there, all sick, and everybody was dying. But I don't know what, period. I don't even know if any of this stuff's going to happen. The only reason why I'm putting this out on here, 2017, no gigantic tsunamis, but who knows? Maybe it's a future war that happens. Maybe it began there, and we don't even realize that it's really begun already. I don't know. But those are the visions I've seen. Now, whether any of this stuff happens, I'm not really convinced it is, but since basically 2021 is just around the corner, and I had these visions about 2021, like I said, I saw the numbers 2021, and then after that it faded, and I was hovering over the earth, and I saw black pillars of smoke rising up from the ground. Whether that, you know, I mean, seeing black pillars, you never know if that's a, you know, you never know. And it could just be a local war for all I know. I mean, I'm hovering over the ground, for Christ's sakes, looking down at the bottom of it. It's not like I was hovering over the entire earth. So I don't know. I don't know what that means. But like I said, I heard basically it sounded like a cross between a New York accent and a, you know, New York accent and another accent. Sounded like a cross between a New York accent and Walter Cronkite, telling the truth. I'm calling up a large contingency of ground forces and naval forces in order to conduct this war. That was connected to the vision of 2021. And a naval disaster ensued, involving Great Britain. So those are visions that I've seen. Now, whether it is in 2012, after 2012 they went away, but they are visions not of 2012, they're visions of the future. I also saw a lot of fucking gigantic explosions too. So, you know, so that. I also saw that. So there you go. I don't know if any of this stuff's going to happen or what I saw or any of it's going to happen. But the only reason why I decided to keep this video on here, I'm going to keep this video on YouTube. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep this video on YouTube, and this is going to be the only video that I'm ever going to that I kept on until after the year 2021 passes. Then after that, nothing happens. Well, everybody can laugh and say, "Ah, you idiot," whatever. I don't care. That stuff doesn't exist. I don't really care. Period. So I'm just putting it out there. We'll see. See if it happens. There you go.